Hello, Planeswalkers, heroes, trainers, and everyone else. Welcome, card floppers, to One Pack Frenzy, where it is our 1-year anniversary. Fuck-a-doodle-dandy, break out the candy. So, in a celebration, obviously, I'm going to do some collector's boosters that I have not done on the channel. Now, these are, well, not the first. The first week, I did, like, one of each, like, set booster. I did neon, blah, blah, blah. You can go back and watch those. So I thought, but I've never done collector's boosters of them. And I was going to do a weekly thing, a weekly celebration. But since Wild of Eldraine is coming out this weekend, that kind of ruined it. So, you're getting a super awesome, mega 1-year anniversary special edition 3 packs for the price of one video. Let's start where it all began. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Alright. Since this video is long, I'm probably not going to do a rundown, but I'm not going to do anything until I open the package. I will do an MVP. You know, one per pack. If I don't sneeze first. Alright, starting off, we got a foil spirit. Ooh, 2 spirits. One with menace. 2/2 red. And the other one is a 1/1 black. Alright. Starting off, Kami of Terrible Secrets. 3 and a black. Spirit. 3/4. When Kami of Terrible Secrets enters the battlefield, if you control an artifact and an enchantment, you draw a card and you gain 1 life. Not a bad start. Kami of Industry. 4 and a red. Spirit. 3/6. When Kami of Industry enters the battlefield, return target artifact card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next inset. Dokuchi Silencer. Gotta silence that coochie. 1 and a black, Human Ninja, 2/1 with Ninjutsu, 1 and a black. 1 black, return on block attacker you control, put this card onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Whenever Dokuchi Silencer deals combat damage to a player, it's probably Dokuchi, not Dokuchi. Deals combat damage to a player, you may discard a creature card. When you do, destroy target creature or planeswalker that player controls. That's very nasty. Essence Capture. Blue, instant. Counter target spell. Target creature spell. Put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. That's not bad. Okiba Reckoner Raid. It is a saga, single black. As a saga enters and after you draw a step, add a lore counter. Chapter 1 and 2. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Chapter 3. Exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield, transformed under your control, and it becomes Nezumi Road Captain. I do like that. Enchantment creature, Rat Rogue, 2/2, Rat Rogue Reggie. 2/2, Menace. Vehicles you control have Menace. That can't be blocked except by 2 more creatures. We got the showcase art for Planes. Really nice. Alright, now we got the showcase art for Asari Captain. 3 red-white Human Samurai. 4/3 haste. Whenever a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each samurai or warrior you control. Ooh. Got the foil of Aiganjo Exemplar. 1 and a white enchantment Human Samurai. 2/1. Whenever a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Oh. Well, I didn't expect a 1-pack combo, but here we are. Mukotai Ambusher. 3 and a black. Artifact Rat Ninja. 3/2. Ninjutsu 1 and a black. That's not bad. And lifelink. That's even better. The showcase art for Doguchi Silencer. Not going through that again. Invoke Justice. Hell yeah. 1 white. Sorcery. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then distribute 4 1/1 counters among any number of creatures and or vehicles target player controls. Bring someone back, and everyone gets stronger. Go Shintai of Life's Origin. This is from Commander deck, which is weird that it's in a collector's pack, but whatever. 3 in a red, 3 in a green, legendary creature shrine. 3/4, white, blue, black, red, green, tap. Return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whenever Go Shintai of Life's Origin or another non-token shrine enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 colorless shrine enchantment creature token. Nice. Surge Hacker Mech. Extended art. Or borderless, I guess it's called. 4-drop artifact. Vehicle. 5/5 Menace. Whenever Surge Hacker Mech enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to twice the number of vehicles you control to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Crew 4. Tap up to 4 power worth of creatures, and it becomes a vehicle. Or attacking. Oh! We got the showcase art for Kaito Shizuki. 1 blue-black legendary planeswalker. Starts out with 3 loyalty. At the beginning of your end step, if Kaito Shizuki enters the battlefield this turn, he phases out. Well then. Gain 1 loyalty, draw a card, then discard a card unless you attack this turn. 2 loyalty, create a 1/1 blue ninja creature token with this creature can't be blocked. Pay 7 loyalty, you get an emblem with whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a blue or black creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Ooh. That's pretty good. Weaver of Harmony. It is borderless and foil. 1 in a green, enchantment Snake Druid, 2/2. Other enchantment creatures you control get +1/+1. Green, tap, copy target activated or triggered ability you control from an enchantment source. You may choose new targets for the copy. Mana abilities can't be targeted. Ooh. I don't know. Oof. That's a lot. Ooh. That is a lot of good cards in that. I don't know. Might be pretty hard for the MVP, but I think, honestly, yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do with the MVP of that one. Anyway, that's for later. For now, next pack. Collector's Booster of Midnight Hunt. Gonna hunt down some Midnights. I got a cat named Midnight. This is a black cat, of course. She was a sweet kitty, too. Purr. You could hear her purring from across the room. Anyway, Zombie Token. 2/2 with Decayed. This creature can't block. When it attacks, sacrifice. And Token Devil. 1/1, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. Alright. Let's have some fun here. Arrogant Outlaw. 2 in a black, Vampire Noble, 3/2. When Arrogant Outlaw enters the battlefield, if an opponent loses lost life this turn, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. That's simple enough. Candlegrove Witch. 1 in a white, Human Warlock. Human Warlord. There we go. 2/2. Coven. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, Candlegrove Witch gains flying until the end of turn. So, like, Menace, Lifelink, and got someone with, like, Ninjutsu. There we go. If you got a ninja on the team, she can fly. Perfectly. Defenestrate. Hell yeah. To be thrown through a window. 2 in a black, instant, destroy target creature without flying. They don't have flying. You can't fly, and it doesn't mean... Yeah, anyway. Going on. Unblinking Observer. 1 in a blue, Homunculus. 2/1, tap, add blue, spend this mana only to pay a disturbed cost, or cast an instant or sorcery spell. Bloodtithe Collector. 2 and a black, Vampire Noble. 3/4, flying. When Bloodtithe Collector enters the battlefield, and if an opponent lost life this turn, each opponent discards a card. Good for multiplayer, but that's about it. Untamed Pup. That is a werewolf. 4/4. Why is it? What? Hold on here. Why is it backwards? Hound Tamer. There we go. 2 and a green, human werewolf. Trample. It's 3/3 trample. 3 and a green, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Daybound. If a player casts no spells during their own turn, it becomes night. And when it becomes night, then it becomes the Untamed Pup. Werewolf, 4/4 trample. Other wolves and werewolves you control have trample. Nice. 3 and a green, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Nightbound. If a player casts at least 2 spells during their own turn, it becomes day next turn. We got Showcase Art of the Plains. We got a Reckless Stormseeker. Not a flying werewolf, though. 2 and a red, human werewolf. 2/3. Oh, at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0, gains haste until end of turn. Daybound. And it becomes Storm Charge Slasher. 3/4. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gains +2/+0 and gains trample and haste until end of turn. Oof. Curse of the Reckless Dead. Oh, Curse of the Restless Dead, not the Reckless Dead. Like, they can't be reckless, they're dead. It's from Commander, though. 2 and a black, Aura Cursed. Enchant player. Oof. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under enchanted player's control, you create a 2/2 black enemy creature with Decayed. Ooh. I think I know what the MVP of that one's going to be. Ooh, we got a nice lightning one going on down there. Spectral Adversary. 1 in a blue, creature spirit. 2/1, flash, flying. When Spectral Adversary enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 in a blue any number of times. Got a lot of land, you do a lot of that. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many 1/1 counters on Spectral Adversary. Then up to that many other target artifacts, creatures, and or enchantments phase out. Ooh. Pretty shifty. Got the showcase art for Candlegrove Witch. Pun intended, fuck it. Candlegrove Witch, which we've already done. Which witch? This witch. Fangblade Brigand. Fangblade Brigand. There we go. 3 in a red, human werewolf. 3/4. 1 in a red, Fangblade Brigand gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. 4/4 with first strike. And once it becomes night, Fangblade Eviscerator. Isn't that looks like a Dark Souls villain. Anyway, 4/5. 1 in a red, Fangblade Eviscerator gets +1/+0, gains first strike until end of turn. 4 in a red, creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. So everyone gets it. Hell yeah. We got the borderless art for Shipwreck Marsh. Land. Shipwreck Marsh enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. Tap, add blue or black. Got the foil of Candlegrove Witch. All I need is, I don't even know if they have a borderless one, but all I need is that, and I'll have a complete set. Galvanic Iteration. Ooh. That is some cool looking art right there. Blue-red, instant. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Flashback for 1 blue-red, which means play it from your graveyard and then discard. Alright, well, I know what the MVP of that one's going to be. Alright. Finally, the Crimson Vow. Wedding of the Century. Hope you survive. I know I will, because I have plot armor. Alright. Oh man, I didn't even get a card. I got a copy of a card. Anyway, it's a token. This token can be used to represent a token that's a copy of something else. It's a lot of eyes. It's a biblically accurate copy. There we go. The other side, Spirit. Some people hear. Wait, Some people hear it, some people fear it, some people don't go near it. It's from the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack. It's like decades old at this point. Anyway, spirit, flying, 1/1. That's all you need to know. That's all you need. Alright. More shiny goodness. Nibblegast Beguiler. Very beguiling. 4 and a white, spirit, 2/5. Pay 1, tap target creature. Actually, pretty good wall for 5 defense. Cradle of Safety. Nice. 1 and a blue enchantment, aura, flash, enchant creature you control. When Cradle of Safety enters the battlefield, enchanted creature gains hexproof until end of turn. Can't be the target spells or abilities your opponent controls. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. It's got flash on it too, so you throw anybody. Flame Blessed Bolt. Single red instant, Flame Blessed Bolt. It deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Ooh, that's nice. Give it a nice little oomph. Knock him out. Witch's Web. Sorry for arachnophobes. 1 and a green, instant, target creature gets +3/+3 and gains reach until end of turn. Untap it. Nice. Geistlight Snare. 2 and a blue, instant. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a spirit. It also costs 1 less to cast if you control an enchantment. It's basically free. Basically, it's a single blue if you control both. Enchant a spirit, even better. Counter target spell unless this controller pays 3. Laid to Rest. 3 and a green. Enchantment. Whenever a human you control dies, draw a card. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it dies, you gain 2 life. We got Showcase Art Land for the blue island. Dreamroot Cascade. Land, Dreamroot Cascade, enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. Tap to add green or blue. Olivia's Wrath. Oof, I've heard of Bridezilla, but that's ridiculous. 4 and a black sorcery. Each non-vampire creature gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of vampires you control. This is from Commander. Consuming Tide. 2 blue sorcery. Each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Return all non-land permanents not chosen this way to their owner's hands. Then you draw a card for each opponent who has more cards in their hand than you. That works well in multiplayer. Unholy Officiant. Single white vampire cleric. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vigilance, which means that attacking does not cause it to tap. 4 and a white, put a 1/1 counter on Unholy Officiant. Oh, hello. Lucy Westenra. This is, they did some box toppers. Well, yeah. For, Dracula. And this was one of the box topper cards. I did not know you could get it in Scooby-Doo. Collector's Booster. But yeah. It is actually Innocent Traveler. So if you need it for whatever reason. If you're building a deck, she counts towards the 4 of Innocent Traveler. 2 black human, 1/3. At the beginning of your upkeep, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If no one does, transform Innocent Traveler. And she becomes Lucy, a Risen Vampire. Actually, Malicious Invader. Vampire, 3/3. Flying, Malicious Invader gets +2/+0 as long as an opponent controls a human. Ooh, I like that one. I don't know if that's MVP, though. Olivia's Attendants. 4 red, vampire, 6/6, nice. Menace, extra nice. Whenever Olivia's Attendants deal damage, create that many blood tokens. So you can create 6. Oh, 2 and a red, Olivia's Attendants deal 1 damage to any target. So, 2/2, 2/2, 2/2. That's what makes them a 6/6. Gluttonous Guest. 2 and a black. Vampire. 1/4. Showcase art. Showcase art if you can't tell by now. When Gluttonous Guest enters the battlefield, create a blood token. Whenever you sacrifice a blood token, you gain 1 life. That's not a bad deal. And we got, ooh. It's a, I didn't know these were in the showcase. I thought these were just the midnight double feature thing. I'll look into it. Anyway, Grolnok the Omnivore. He vores everything. Don't. 2 green-blue. Legendary Frog. 3/3. Whenever a frog you control attacks, mill 3 cards. Whenever a permanent card is put into your graveyard from your library, exile it with a croak counter on it. Oof. You may play lands and cast spells from among cards you own in exile with croak counters on them. Oh, nice. That's pretty good for a frog deck. Alright. Made my decision of the 3 MVPs from Neon Dynasty. It's going to be the Weaver of Harmony. I mean, that would be good for a commander. And if you got enchanted creatures, which Neon Dynasty and freaking Theros Beyond Death. There you go. They all get 1/1, and you can copy abilities. All right, the MVP from Midnight Hunt. It's gonna be Curse of the Restless Dead. That would be good to slap on a green player when they do something. Oh, I get to play more lands. Well, I get more zombies. Let's go, bitch. And from Crimson Vow, you know what? I'm gonna give it to the Attendants. That they are the MVP of that set. 6/6 menace. Whenever you deal damage, create blood tokens. And they get to deal damage for 3, even if you don't actually use them. So, that is the anniversary special. Thank you. If you made it this far, thank you. I mean, seriously. I mean, yeah, I get 75, all 75 of you. I mean, even if all of you aren't watching it, which is saying something, but thank you to all of you, each and every one of you, for sticking with me for this long, because I know it's been hell of a roller coaster ride. I mean, for something that started out as a Magic channel, it's ended up being all sorts of card games. And in year 2, I'm probably going to expand it even more to open more different kinds of cards. Because, as a wise man once said, a man who limits his interest limits his life. And I want to live forever. Or something. I guess I will with this online. Anyways, thank you to all of you. You are awesome. And you rule. And I don't care what anyone says. You know, well, I don't care what anyone says anyway. But I will see you tomorrow for day 1 of year 2. Have a magical day.